like a chameleon at the party. Tryna be everyone's type. Look what I started. Writing all of these love songs for somebody.
Check a 60 order. Yeah, bonga baby. Thank you. You're so smart. So, oh, sign one. Hello. Okay. You don't get isn't it league? I started my period in the morning, and then we got a box of lychees. My obsession. Kanti Nkosi yami lo olokhu engibhaza kwenze njani? Oh, got a box of lychees, and then we got some spicy noodles. I figure fully. Don't move mommy's camera, please. Some spicy noodles. And then we got some cherries, another obsession of mine. We're trying Ini Dofo L because she's 2 now. She's 2 and a couple of months. Oh, it's yours. Okay, there you go. She's 2 and a couple of months. Been an overlap baby ever since she was born. So I'm trying something new. I'm trying to move her from Inovolek to Nido. There's no specific reason I'm doing this. I just feel like and I want to see how she takes Nido. And then I got some dough because I always do check. And chicken feet because that's what I am craving. Hey stars, I hope you guys are good. This is actually my intro. Welcome to a new vlog. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope you do stay, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just having a Saturday in. There's really not much happening today. I think you guys saw me making coffee, and then I got to check a 60/60. And then at Checker 60/60, I had dough because I ordered dough from Checkers because I wanted to make ucheke. I'm craving something soupy, so with meat obviously. So bearing now my time, what I was craving like bone soup and steamed bread, but they didn't have meaty bones, so I had chicken feet in my freezer, so I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have chicken feet, but very soupy with uche. That's what we're doing. I am sick. I am very, very sick. I have period pains. You know, I was even telling one thing I ended this morning, but ever since I had L, which was like 2 years ago, my cycle was never regular. I never suffered from period pains again, and I used to be the person who has severe period pains. Like, I would not go through my women's cycle without immunotherapy. So after having L, I don't even know what's Bizarre still immunotherapy anymore. I don't even know what immunotherapy tastes like anymore. And that's how grand I was. And my cycle was a bit irregular. Like, my flow went extremely lighter. It was a good time. It's slow mo, but this month, 2026 January, I had the most severe flu from the morning. I even told her, but this feels like prior L. And she said, and I'm like, girl, I thought so. Because it had been 2 years without none of this. And then, exhaling, the girl was departuring to a point where I even took painkillers, tried to look for Nurofen at Checkers when I was ordering. And the way I was so sick, I couldn't even drive out to the nearest Clicks, which is like 6 minutes away. So I think my body is finally back. And after having a child, it does take a while for your body to regulate again. So I think we're back. And then I started my period today. And normally my day 1 is like very spotty, like almost non-existent. And to a point where, too much TMI, but to a point where I don't even wear like a pad. I wear like a panty liner. because my flow is it never requires a pad or a tampon. But today I actually wore the actual pad. So I think my body is finally like back to normal, which is good, Sana. I think I did kind of miss it, not necessarily normal, but just having a regular cycle, a predictable cycle. So yeah, today I'm just indoors. I have massive cravings, craving isu project. Um, yeah, like I wouldn't even mind upojis. It's just that I didn't have the time to cook upojis, but like if you don't ishasha, and I don't have a wonder box, so yeah.
Put on my makeup soon as I wake up. Tease my hair out to look thick like a lace front. Got some more for healing. These scars from surgery, that's just my luck for being a woman. Oh, I tear myself into pieces just to keep the peace. The peace, the peace. Oh, yeah, yeah. Giving everyone comfort except for me. Oh, please, Lord, don't let it be 1,000 more. Angel in disguise, still searching for the version of you at my core. I swear when I find you, I'll never let you go. I swear when I find you, I'll love you like you know you deserve to be. You're everything, best version of me. I swear when I find you, you'll be the only me I ever knew. Forget the counterfeits I outgrew. Now and forever I'll be true. When I find you.
So I also ordered her from Checker 6060 a while ago. No, I didn't order her from Checker 6060. I came back with her when I went to the shops, and then it was really hot that day. Was a melter, so this is her shape now. This is not even interesting. I don't know why I'm showing this. Let's get it shaped back in. I still think if you have a sweet tooth like me, I think she's nice, ne? I've tasted her before. She's nice. But I prefer the purple one. She has less sugar. Not the taste is actually has less sugar. But I feel she doesn't slap as the purple one. I like the fact that she has less sugar. A much more subtle taste. Like I happy. And it's not as juicy. In fact, it's more, there's an element of dairy. What flavor is this way? There's an element of dairy, pineapple, strawberry, and lemon lime. Yeah, like imagine lemon yogurt. Like lemon in plain yogurt. Yeah. Gonna do aftertaste, but then you can also taste the strawberry. But if you're looking for like a sweeter taste, and the pepper more and fruitier than the purple one. The purple twister is the one. I miss my kid now. She went on a play date with her aunt. So one of the things that I like about where we live is that there's like a time where all the aunties, the helpers, will come out to our kids and they take a walk around the place and they go to the tennis area. I'm not saying it's just that if I go out, then Al is gonna want to come back with me. Like it's giving community, like the kids are playing, Elle will take her toys, it's a sharing. It's such a community place. Like I'm so glad I made the decision to move here because wow, what a community. What a community. I love this. I love this for my daughter. I love the social skills for my daughter. I love it. Like early in the morning, she went outside. Even before you get a guess, it's supposed to zip. She went outside, called all her friends. I'll try and insert a video because I took it with my phone. I'm just like, it's the life that I signed up for. Man, like, it's a Saturday. All I want to do is be sick on my bed, celebrating the whole day. And they all call me mommy. Ah! Like, mommy! Like, my neighbor's kids all call me mommy. I'm like, girl, mom, through and through. Girl, my wedding is that, no, I'm they're all like, oh, mommy. This other one comes to me and says, mommy, I'm hurt. I'm like, they're older than Elle. Elle is the youngest, so they call her baby. But the fact that they all call me mommy and they will come to my room, I'm just like, wow. And my bedding is white sun, and I'm just like, love you all down, my scuds, but no touching mommy's bed.
You said it won't hurt a bit if I allow you to stitch these open wounds while you kiss me. Take a deep breath, air in my chest, counting to 3. Take a deep breath, air in my chest, counting to 3. Faith is a leap. Trusting your promise, I open up just for your release. Though I'm so fragile, your steady hands reassure me. It's scary, but I'm ready. Prepare me for surgery. Cut me open till I shed old skin. Let me show you where I'm broken so we can begin again. Cut me open till I can't deny the feeling. I feel that, I believe that you got the tools to fix me. You got the tools to fix me. Rock me to sleep. It's your anesthesia fills my veins. I can't feel my feet.
How much? Why? Hey stars, I hope you guys are good. It is Sunday. I'm outside church. I'm actually starting a new church today. And there was a bit because I researched it first and then I saw that it's like why am I zooming in? Like it's not a and I know myself. Mina ngifuna ukudumisa, ngifuna ukukhonza. And I feel like I never really achieved that in a white church. But it's 5 minutes away from my house. And the closest church is like 30 minutes away. So I'm sick. I did not sleep in the Gateway slow. So I wasn't in the mood to drive. Also, let me just try this one, and then if it's really unbearable, then I'll start the 30-minute drive next week. But uNkulunkulu yedwa, uNkulunkulu uyafana. So kunokuthi ngihlale ekhaya, oh gosh, I'm sick, I don't want to drive 30 minutes, I'm not in the mood to look in Duga. I said, one thing I'm not going to do is sit at home and not go worship uNkulunkulu. I am feeling a bit better because there's a lot of cars. Like and I can see a bit of black people, so maybe it's not that bad. Let's go inside and check out Lily Sondo. And I love the fact that it's 5 minutes away. I love the fact that it's just up the road. So let me go inside and then I'll tell you guys how it goes. I also have an eye infection. Hey stars, I hope you guys are good. I just got back from work and I come back to packages. I come back to a whole lot of packages. Okay, not a whole lot, it's just 2 packages. I think one is a tripod. It's not even a big. What is a tripod? Oh, I'm so mad. We have a power outage. I just got my Wi-Fi installed today, and just as I'm enjoying it, testing it out, what's in the Ugesi? Sweetie, you're gonna have to pick this up after 2 hours. Like, apparently, goodness, go. Well, I don't really know what happened, but there's something faulty. So we have temporary outage of electricity. I got my tripod from Macro.
So no more tripod. But I'm so happy you'll see it's finally here because it means I can take you guys along with me. Ooh, it's not as strong as I would have loved it to be. Yeah, no, it's not. Hey, Bob, why is this thing not moving? How? Because now this is supposed to move so that this head can move. Oh, or you press it down, and then you move the thing. So it's kind of hard. But you press it down and then, yeah. And there's also a head for the phone, which I'm not really gonna need. This is what I need so that I can screw my camera and then I can get a beautiful vlog. And the second delivery is my beauty on tap delivery. My beauty on tap delivery. I worked on this other campaign last year, and one of the things that came as a token of appreciation after payment, my darling, they gave us e-voucher. I said beauty on tap. So I've been using e-voucher, and this was just the last bit of it that was left. And I got some products. Thank you for shopping with us. Apparently, Beauty on Tap is owned by a black lady, and I love that for us. It's this. Ooh, it's a sample pack. It's a Neutrogena sample pack. I did buy a moisturizer from Neutrogena. So it came with a sample pack. Visibly evens skin and reduces dark marks in 4 weeks, baby. This is their hydro. What is it? It's their Hydro Boost 10% niacinamide serum. I love niacinamide. Absolutely love niacinamide. Definitely going to be trying this Hydro Boost out. And then the products. I got me some pastry. Yeah, I got the body wash. This is the pastry body wash. I was gonna get the lotion as well, but I have so much body lotion left that I felt like it was gonna be wasting. We have the guys that are installing Wi-Fi in our complex. And then I got the Neutrogena Bright Boost Gel Cream. This is what she looks like. It's my first time trying her out. I read her reviews and I was like, okay, excuse my broken nail. I was like, okay, well, let me try her out. Yeah, that's all I wanted to come here and show you guys. Yeah, no shame. I'm really back on YouTube, hey? No, really. We're for real, for real. Oh, I was on frustration. Hey, stars. It is the next day. And today I was working from home. I'm done working and I'm just relaxing now. Yeah, departure. Oh, Sana, let that be money. Let that be money. I feel happy. It's not money. You know, not having capital or funding to, I won't even say start a business, but it almost feels like I'm starting because I'm doing a new project. So the business is not new, but what the business is venturing to is new. So, and not having funding injection and self-funding that project is, it's insane. So I'm go. It's the 20th, and I'm like, damn. You know, if I was still a consistent YouTuber, at least having it on the 23rd, YouTube is paying me because YouTube normally paid me on the 23rd. At least I can't stand not having money. And for me, there's a certain threshold ukuthi yabo mase nginemali engaka noma nginemali ngaphansi kwalokhu ngibroke. I consider that broke. Like I'm shaken, I'm uncomfortable, I am shaken to the core. And I've reached the threshold now, and I'm just like, I have 2 weeks to go. I have this week. Okay, let Vixen Pelile, hey. If it's the 20th and it is a Tuesday, tomorrow is a Wednesday, relatively this week is over. I have to get through next week. And one thing about adulting, one thing about being a parent, you pay for something every single day of your life. Every single day of your life. There's not a single day where I'm just like, there's nothing to pay for. Like, I'm going to make it, because if you're a parent, every single day, these little people need something. Every single day, every single day, oh my word. Into open from your accounts. This is a message for my business account. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And stress is anyway. I know I'm gonna be good as per usual. I wanna quickly talk about my vision board. Can I actually share this vision board? I can. So my vision board for 2025 looked like this. And when I tell you that I achieved everything on my vision board except for one thing, I mean it. Whatever I get to 2025 was one of the best years of my life. God, how do I switch off this flashlight? The icon your flashlight efonini yami early pressed something and I say kula iyayijwayele. So now I have to switch my entire phone off just to do my flashlights. So on the top right corner of my vision board is a picture of me and Al. And the intention behind this picture was just me showing up as a mom. I've never not showed up as a mom, but I also parent from a very intentional place. So it was just there to buy. I want to be there for every single step of her, for her, every single milestone, and be very intentional about celebrating her. Like, she'll never be one again. Like that year of her being one is gone. We are in the middle of being two. She'll never be 2 and 1 month again. There's certain things akadlula kuzona manje as a 2-year-old that ngeke soze aphinde adlula kuzona. So I was really intentional about enjoying my baby. I still am, but when I put it down in the beginning of 2025, I just was making a very intentional decision to enjoy every single step of her. And then this corner, the left corner, is a picture of braces. So if you know me, you know that I used to have braces in not primary, high school. Yeah, probably high school. Yeah, I think high school. I had braces in high school, and then I did not complete my course. I had braces for about 4 years, and then after my braces, you get something called retainers, which is like, it's like wires, but here. So underneath your teeth and not necessarily in front of your teeth. And if you don't finish that process, amazinyako, they sort of take their original formation. So that's what happened with me, even though they didn't go back fully, so they're not as crossed. Like if you let me try and zoom in. Like here, these ones, they're not straight. So even though they never went back fully to how they used to be, but they did go back. So now my goal, what I wanted to do was I wanted to put in my braces again so that I can have straight teeth, because they did go straight after my 4 years of braces, but because I didn't finish my retainer process, they sort of went back. So I wanted to do that. Tell me why. I had booked my appointment, booked everything, paid for everything. And then a week before I go, we appointment to install my braces. I get a call. That I got the role. And I'm like, what? And obviously, if you're watching the show, it was never gonna work if she had braces. Oh, Mkaya was saying to in her world, in her story world, there's nothing called braces. Like braces are not even a thing she would know. At least for when the show started, when we were still in Notu. Now the show is in Durban, but she's still Makaya. So and she wouldn't have afforded. So I definitely wasn't gonna get the role based on how I look if I had braces on. So I was just like, oh guys, it's cool. So I'm not too mad about the braces thing because I would have chosen to get the role, even if I was asked, but do you want to carry on with braces or do you want to get the role? So I would have said, keep the braces, I'll keep my teeth. These teeth will work for me. I'll keep them. But I still do want to straighten them, even though now I'm a bit I don't know when I'm gonna do it because of the nature of my work. Like there are just certain roles that you would never play with a certain look. So I'm putting this on hold for I don't know when. Probably when I'm at a place in my career where I'm just like, oh, my business is thriving at so much, and I've played most of the roles that I've wanted to play, and yeah, I'm okay with taking a break from acting for the next 5 years. Until that time comes, the Bama braces, I'm just gonna have to be content with these teeth. And then and then there is this picture. It's basically a woman looking at herself in the mirror and hugging herself. For me, this was a representation of healing. I was very intentional about my healing journey because you know what, man? We don't hurt ourselves, but it's our duty to heal ourselves. It is so crazy to me that I wasn't responsible for my hurt. What do you mean it is my duty to be okay? What do you mean it is up to me to make a decision to be okay so that I can show up as a better human, so that I can continue to grow? What do you mean it's my duty to forgive? What do you... But yeah, this picture was a representation of healing where I forgive versions of myself. I forgive decisions that I made in the past. I forgive because for the longest time I was so mad at how old was I? I was so mad at 24, 25-year-old Asipe because I felt like, yo, dog, you could have made better decisions. Like there's so many things that were so obvious, but you still like type of thing. Like I've always been so judgmental towards her and so angry towards her. Like you've always been so smart. You've always been, and I thought you were street smart. Clearly not. So I've just always been pissed at that version. More than being pissed at everyone else, I've been pissed at 24, 23-year-old, 25-year-old Asipe for the decisions that she made, for things that she let slide. And I also realized that for as long as I'm mad at her, there's only so much I can do. There's only so much going forward I can do. It could be Zuguti. Before I can forgive the world, could be Zuguti and say to her that it's okay. And understand that at that time she did not know any better. And understand the phase that she was in Bilweni. This is what I had to do in therapy. It's not even all me. It really isn't all me. It's really just my therapist, Shem, who held my hand from day one and made me understand the version of me that made those decisions. You were young, you were naive, you were innocent. You were innocent. You did not know any better. For you, you believed by everything that shines, everything that glitters and shines, you took it for what it is. And not everything that shines, what's the saying? Not everything that glitters. Okay, but akuyona yonke into ebukeka iyinhle. Akuyona yonke into esuke ibukeka iyinhle, enhle. Ezinye izinto zihle ngaphandle, but when you open them inside, and you're like, damn. So I did dedicate 2025 to really forgiving 23, 4, 5-year-old CPA. and telling her that it's okay, and telling her that that I love her, that I love her innocence. I love how full of love she was. I still think I'm full of love now, manje, but like I'm a lot more cautious now. Sorry, baby, I'm a lot more cautious. I'm full of love, but I'm very cautious. That Asipe, full of love, very naive. Yeah, and just to see, she couldn't have protected herself at that time because she didn't know any better. She couldn't have won in that situation. You know, when my therapist told me that, but you couldn't have won in that situation, and based on what you were up against, you couldn't have won. Oh, Banja. And then there's a Hurley Bible. There's a Hurley Bible. I don't know if you can see. But yeah, there's a picture of a Bible. And Sana, I'll forever be a Christian girly. But there was a time in my life where how do I put this? There was a time in my life where it was a very short time where I felt like, oh God, you forsaken me, where I felt like I don't deserve all of this. Why did you let it happen? Because even in my most downtime, I never stopped believing back, oh, but when it's because God has ordained it. Whether it's to be taught a lesson, whether it's to be protected, whether it's to unlock a new level in your life. Sometimes the hurt brings the most joy at the end. It's just that when you're going through the hurts, you don't see the joy. It brings the most peace, it brings the most freedom, it brings the most. They also get they only happen after the hurt. They only happen once the lesson is learned, once ezinye izinto wahlukana nazo, ezinye izinto futhi wamkela, and you've allowed God to take control and say, you know what, over to you, my dear God. So I drifted. I feel like I drifted from the Lord. He never left me, but said I was so mad. I was so mad. I left that man. I was so mad. I left that man. There were times where I would say things. I would be very mean in prayer. I would say exactly how I feel. I would be so cold and so mean in prayer and say, Lord, I am so angry at you. I feel like you did not protect me. I feel like, hey, but I feel. So there was a time where I couldn't pray. Like I didn't know what to say and pray. I was at that point like I know that in pain, in agony, God is closer to the brokenhearted. I know that scripture, but I am to serve the Lord even when I don't understand, even when it hurts. But there was a time where I would kneel down and all I could do was just cry. All I could do was just break down and cry. But I wouldn't know I wouldn't know what to ask God. I wouldn't know, but what do I ask of you? Do I ask for healing? Do I ask for revenge? Do I ask for forgiveness? I didn't know what to utter in prayer. So I felt like we lost that connection. So this picture of a Bible was me going back to God and being able to utter what I want. It was a slow process, but baby, we're back. Oh, I know what to say to that man now. Oh, I pray now. I know what to say to that man now. Me and that man, we sit eye to eye, and I'm like, so you allowed that, huh? Okay. Now you better show me how good it can get. You better. Oh, and he said, watch this. He continues to say, watch this. So that, oh, I galanta. Oh my word. Yes, Georgia. And then there is a picture of a car. I did that. And then there is a picture of feet. Listen, I did gain a bit of weight, not even a bit. I gained weight, and that was not the goal. I think it's part of my healing, part of my going back to self, part of me discovering things that I love doing again. I became happy again, and it showed. Like my skin showed, my weight showed. Yeah, but if I look at like my mom recently said this to me. She's like, "Oh my word, girl! I was watching your vlogs at Dala. I said, but you were so thin during that time. I said, but like, what was happening during that time? I'm like, it don't matter, girl. I'm a thick babe now." And then I went back to those videos. I'm like, damn, sure. And guys are feeling given cool. This is the heaviest I've been. But yeah, when I cut off the way, I'm just like, you know, departure, because what do you mean? I'm so thin. You can even see like this part of my chest, of my collarbone. I do feel now that I am at the perfect weight, but it can get bad real quick. I am not looking to gain. I don't mind losing like maybe 3 kgs. It's not even like, I don't want to go back to that. I'm enjoying my grown body, my grown woman body. I'm enjoying my mom body. I'm enjoying this 28-year-old body so much. Wouldn't want to go back to that skinny girl that I was. So yeah, this one I'm okay with what I turned out to look like. I feel like I was definitely at my healthiest in 2025. I did fall off towards the end of the year though, because I started shooting back to back. It just became really busy, and then I also have work on the other side. I also have my company. I just didn't have time for gym. If I had a little bit of time, I was tired. All I wanted to do was sleep. So I did fall off. I did go off gym for about 2.5 months. Recently got back. I did not go to gym this week because I'm on my monthlies, and I don't do anything if it's that time of the month. I can't move. I can't man. Even Wednesday, my cycle is back to normal, so that's not happening. But I'm excited. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is today's day 3. Let me check my period app. Yeah, but I think today's day 3, and then tomorrow is day 4, and then we are done. Where is this app? I should be able to go to the gym on Friday. Come on now. Oh, today's day 4. Oh, okay. I'm actually finishing today. I still can't go tomorrow though because I'm gonna be spotting. Wednesday. I'll go Thursday. Yeah, I'll give my body tomorrow to relax. To relax. And then so Hamburg says. Yeah, no, I mean we'll go on Thursday. And then there is a picture of a woman. She's drinking water. She's drinking water, but it's actually a symbolic picture. So this is the picture. But it's symbolic in the sense of, so there's a cup of water on it, and then outside the glass of water, peace of mind, abundance, balance, protection, wealth. And those are all the things that she's drinking and taking in. And I feel like these are all the things that I was interested in 2025. Still am. If it's not bringing me wealth, it's not getting any response to me. If it's not paying me, sana if I'm peace of mind. Oh, I worked for this peace of mind. Oh, I worked for this peace of mind. And then it is balance, abundance. So yeah, basically all the things that I was taking in. And then there is a piggy bank over here, which was a symbolization of saving. I did that. I saved the most in 2025. Oh, 2025, baby. Oh, yeah, when I, if 2026 fam could be exactly like 2025, I'd be content. That's how great 2025 was. If 2026 is even the pace of how things happened, I would be so glad. Like 2026 can't be anything less. In fact, every other year going forward, because God showed me how good it can get. So I don't want to go back to anything. I don't want to go back to anything. And every other year, I will figure 2025. I will figure 2026, and I hope 2026 you're not gonna disappoint me, baby. I hope so. And then I'm losing lights, and we have a power outage. And then it's my company, Start the SPNs. Hey, Sana, with her, my schedule got very busy last year. I feel like I could have given her more. So this is definitely something I want to push and work on. Hence why I'm investing all this money, the new projects. Yeah. And then it's eating clean. Yeah. I did okay. I'll give myself a 70 out of 100. I could have done better. I did okay, but also I think being on set, I struggled to keep up with the diet. Because on set, kono makeke, kono ma chipsy, and I naturally have a sweet tooth. So, ngisho noma ngathiwa ngizama kanjani ukuba disciplined, ngizoba disciplined, but I'm gonna fall off. Balethi ikhekhe linocream. Nakhona I've had a long day. I have a pounding headache. I could use something sweet. Ngivele ngifole off. Uthi usabambe lokho. Esethi nje ziyabuya. Usabambe lokho kudliwa ibray nama-roll. Uthi usabamba ama-roll kuthiwa more flour. Kuthiwa khekhe ngaphezulu. Uthi usabamba kuthiwa more flour. Kuthiwa jeqa ngakusasa. So the whole week udla flour. So I struggled. I would eat clean if I'm at home, so like maybe breakfast. I would eat clean, or weekends if I'm not shooting. But then as soon as I'm on set, then I fall off. Yeah, that's like a lie. The intention was not to talk so much. This is the book that I'm reading. Okay, so it's 8. It's 6:30 now, so I'm gonna read for the next hour until 7:30, and then 7:30 I'll go take a shower, and then yeah, I'm gonna get so weird. I'm reading Forgiving What You Can't Forget. I'm so excited. I'm starting now. I should start reading it now. But I don't have a guess. So how am I gonna see? I'll go chill in my balcony and read there. Okay. We'll talk next time.